Earth is a living museum. Over millions of years, wind, water, and fire have sculpted its surface into breathtaking shapes. Some so strange, so precise, so gigantic, they seem impossible. These are not just rocks. They are natural monuments, ancient mysteries, and sometimes the stuff of legends. Today, we're exploring the world's most mysterious and unusual rock formations, from giant hexagonal columns to boulders that look like they've rolled in from another planet. So, grab your virtual hiking boots and let's take a journey across Earth's most mind-bending geology. Few places on Earth look as alien as the Bungle Bungles, a range of beehive-shaped sandstone domes in Western Australia. Each dome is striped orange and black, colors caused by differences in clay and algae. Carved over 350 million years by wind and water, the Bungle Bungles remained unknown to the outside world until 1983. Now, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, they remain one of Earth's best-kept natural secrets. In Yunnan Province, China, a forest of stone rises from the earth. These towering limestone pillars look like petrified trees and are known as the stone forest or shilin. Formed by erosion and tectonic activity over 270 million years, the pillars stretch up to 30 meters tall. According to local legend, the forest was created by a goddess who smashed a mountain into shards to help lovers escape. Whether myth or science, walking among these jagged spires feels like entering another world. From afar, it looks like a massive ocean wave frozen in stone. But this isn't water, it's wave rock, a 15-meter-high, 110-meter-long granite cliff near Hayden in Western Australia. The wave shape was sculpted by millions of years of erosion, with water running down the cliff, dissolving minerals and leaving colorful stripes. To the indigenous Noongar people, it's a sacred site, believed to be formed by the rainbow serpent. Whether you're into geology or legends, this stone wave is nothing short of stunning. Along the rugged coast of Northern Ireland lies one of the most perfectly geometric rock formations on Earth. The Giant's Causeway is made up of more than 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, mostly hexagonal, as if carved by machines. But nature is the only sculptor here. The columns formed 50 to 60 million years ago during a volcanic eruption. As lava cooled, it cracked into these striking shapes, just like drying mud. Legend has it, a giant named Finn McCool built it as a bridge to Scotland to fight another giant. Whether science or myth, it's magical. Scattered across Koakohi Beach on New Zealand's South Island are giant, perfectly round stones, some over 2 meters wide. These are the Moeraki boulders. Their origin puzzled people for centuries. Some believed they were dinosaur eggs, others thought they were alien artifacts. But in reality, they formed millions of years ago on the ocean floor through a process called concretion, where minerals slowly build up around a core. Today, as the cliffs erode, these spherical boulders emerge like ancient secrets revealed. Deep in the Northern Territory of Australia lie massive red granite boulders, some balanced impossibly on top of each other. These are the Devil's Marbles, known as Karlu to the Warrumungu people. To them, this is a sacred site where ancestral spirits rest. The boulders were formed by erosion of a solid granite mass. Over time, cracks deepened, water seeped in, and wind carved the rounded forms. Some look like they could roll away at any moment, but they've stood still for millions of years. Towering over the plains of Thessaly, Meteora is not just a geological wonder, it's a spiritual sanctuary. These massive rock pillars, some nearly 400 meters high, were formed 25 million years ago by river and wind erosion. In the 14th century, monks began building monasteries atop the cliffs, seeking isolation and closeness to the divine. Today, 6 monasteries remain active, floating like castles in the sky, perched on these mysterious stone giants. In southern Utah lies Bryce Canyon, a place where rock formations take on strange, human-like forms. These are called hoodoos, tall, thin spires of rock formed by freeze-thaw cycles and erosion. The Paiute people believed these were ancient tricksters turned to stone by the gods. Today, thousands of hoodoos rise from the canyon floor like a forest of stone statues, each uniquely shaped by time, temperature, and wind. Rising from golden desert sands like ancient tombstones are the Pinnacles, a surreal landscape of thousands of limestone spires in Western Australia. These spires were formed around 25,000 to 30,000 years ago, when seashells were broken down into sand and shaped by wind and water erosion. Some stand just a few feet tall, others tower over 3.5 meters. At sunrise and sunset, their shadows stretch across the desert, creating one of Earth's most hauntingly beautiful rock scenes. In the remote heart of Madagascar lies a stone labyrinth like no other. This is the Tsingy de Bemaraha, a forest of razor-sharp limestone needles. Tsingy, meaning where one cannot walk barefoot, is no exaggeration. The spires can slice skin. Formed by rainwater dissolving the limestone bedrock, this geological fortress is home to species found nowhere else on Earth. It's dangerous, wild, and utterly alien. On the west coast of New Zealand's South Island, layers of limestone have been stacked by time and shaped by sea into formations that look uncannily like stacks of pancakes. These are the Pancake rocks of Punakaiki. Formed around 30 million years ago, layers of marine organisms were compressed under the ocean, then lifted above sea level. Over millennia, wind and water sculpted them into their current form. Add to that powerful blowholes, and this site becomes a natural spectacle of sound and spray. Balanced on one another like nature's game of Jenga, the Brimham rocks in England are a curious collection of oddly shaped sandstone formations. Formed by erosion during the last ice age, some rocks resemble animals, faces, and even mushrooms. People once believed they were carved by druids, but science proves that wind, frost, and time are the only sculptors here. It's a geological playground and a photographer's dream. Imagine standing before a landscape dotted with over 1,200 conical hills, almost perfectly symmetrical, like chocolate drops on a green carpet. These are the chocolate hills of Bohol, Philippines. During the dry season, the grass turns brown, giving them their sweet name. Geologists believe they formed from the uplift of ancient coral beds, followed by erosion. But local folklore tells of giants and tears and lost love. Whatever the truth, the view is pure magic. From wave-shaped cliffs and spherical beach boulders to deadly razor-edged spires and rocks that give birth, Earth's surface is a canvas of wonder. Each of these formations tells a story of time, transformation, and the mystery of nature's artistry. Some make us feel small, others make us believe in legends. But all of them invite us to look deeper and to realize how much more there is to explore. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wonders from around the world. See you in the next adventure. World Map.